In this video, we are going to write PHP code to generate a random quote every time we refresh the page. So we'll start off by what we basically actually have. Let me just show you what this page looks like in the browser. It just pretty much looks like this. So we want this to generate, we want a quote to be generated every time we refresh the page. So we've got our HTML content there, but now we need to create our PHP, or write up our PHP code. So we'll start off and we'll end off our PHP starting and ending. So let's create an array of quotes. So we'll start off by declaring a variable. I will call this quotes. It's a plural because it's going to be an array of, sorry, that's a starting thing. And depending on how long each of your quote, you can break this into a new line. So my first quote is, I'm just going to keep it simple, but obviously you want to replace that with something meaningful or something relevant to what you want. Let's just distinguish them by a number, and that pretty much ends our array. Next, what we want to do is, so the first thing we want to do, or we did, is create the array of quotes. The second thing that we want to do is get a random index, and we can do that by using the array rand function, and we'll put in our array of quotes. So this is just going to return a random index from the array, but we don't want to lose that, so we want that to be stored or captured in a variable that we want to call as random index. Okay, more like it. Now the third thing that we want to do is display that random quote, or sort of store the random quote. So let's do that. So let's get the quote at that random index in a variable. Sorry, so that's going to return one of these. So whatever that random index was, it's going to be returned. So we want to capture that in a variable called random quote, something relevant to what we want, like this. Now the last thing that we want to do is echo the quote in the HTML paragraph below. So right here, we're going to write another PHP code. Now we just want to echo our random quote, not the index, the quote itself. That's pretty much it. So let's see what this looks like in our browser. Okay, we've got something wrong there and on line 16, so it should have been quotes. All right, so the first time we refreshed, it gave us example 1, 2, then it's 5. So you can see that it's actually pretty random. Yeah. So we can see every time we refresh, we did get a different quote. So we got 5, 2, 4, 2, 5, 4, and 3. I was looking for 3. Yeah, so for debugging purposes, you can also echo that and see what you're getting, but it's going to be one of the indices that we've got there. So that's pretty much it. I hope this video helped you generate a random quote and display that every time we refresh the page. and I'll see you in the next one.